I've been living off-grid going on 5 years now, full-time in my camper van. I'm finally building a cabin, and this is how I plan to heat it. In the corner of my shop here, I have a wood-burning stove, and nothing beats the dry heat you get from a wood-burning stove. However, living off-grid in the high desert of Arizona, I don't have a huge amount of trees to cut down, and therefore I have heated my camper van most of this time with diesel air heaters. You should be able to hear the exhaust coming out of this diesel air heater that's in my camper van. These heaters are cheap and very effective, and they also produce a very good dry heat, almost exactly the same as firewood does. For redundancy, I have a propane burner. If I had to in an emergency, I could run that. I could start the van if I had to. And I have an air conditioning unit that also has a heat pump. So there's many ways that I could heat my camper van. But the intention for the cabin that I'm building is to potentially put a wood-burning stove of some sort in the back end of it. Having wood burning in a stove in your cabin creates an awesome ambiance, and I can probably run to a forest nearby and cut down several cords of wood each year, so that's something I'll consider. So of course I want to put in a wood burning stove in here, and why wouldn't I just put in a diesel air heater as well? It's a backup in case something goes wrong, and they just work so good, and they're pretty cheap to run year round. I have a diesel air heater set up on the shop right here. It's concealed in this box, and that's one way to heat the shop. I have the wood burning stove. I have another portable heater over on this end. This is also a diesel air heater, just in a suitcase. No matter how you decide to heat your cabin or your camper van, you'll want to invest in one of these combination smoke carbon monoxide detectors. This one is by Ciderwell. This package comes with hard wires, batteries, a dust cover, and hardware to install it. The dust cover would be handy if you for some reason wanted to install it and have somebody paint your place or something. It could be protected. But inside the dust cover, of course, is your combination detector. You might not think about it, but a unit like this can protect you from the gas from your propane burner, the wood-burning fireplace, incorrectly installed gas cooker, maybe there's a leak, portable gas, kerosene, your Mr. heaters, all those different things, a clogged chimney. There's all kinds of things that you might not think of every day that you really need one of these. If you're in a space and it gets filled with gas and you're not aware of it, you could definitely die. You can hardwire this into your electrical system, or you can
Fire, incendie.
Simply
Warning, carbon monoxide. Attention, monoxyde de carbone.
It's loud. Yeah, you can simply use the batteries in this if you don't want to hardwire it, or you can't hardwire it into a system. You don't want to install this in your kitchen right next to the source. You want to put it more like in your bedroom or on, if you're in a cabin, on the opposite side, and that way it's not going to have false alarms continuously, and you're safe in your sleeping space and whatnot. I'm going to put a link down below so you can check out that unit so you can protect yourself and your family. And I've already ordered posts and beams for my cabin, so the upcoming build for this is going to be pretty exciting. I'm going to use 4x6 posts. I have 20 footers. Each one will have a 4x6 post that runs to the top of the cabin, and then the beams for the floor will be 4x8s. And so I'll run beams all the way down, and then we're going to run 2x8 joists all the way across. It's going to be maybe a slightly overbuilt cabin, not just a shed. I had a whole lot of people say, you should go watch this video and build this cabin, and they're basically just sheds. This will be, a step above that a little bit, a better foundation, more of a timber foundation, not just a 2x4 stick frame. It'll just be a little a little place. 10 by 20 is the size of the cabin itself. I'll have a loft so that I'll have a large space that I can hang out in, and then I can simply walk up a comfortable flight of stairs to the bed, and that'll be just fine. I'm 40 years old. You know, the day I can't make it up a set of stairs anymore, then, well, that'll be a day to write home, I guess. The cabin itself is going to have a slant that'll face south. The pitch will slant. I'll try to do some nice beam work up front, and then I'm going to put a 4-foot deck around the entire perimeter of the cabin. And, well, any day now I'm going to start that build. I've already got all the footers in. Hit subscribe if you want to learn more about my homestead, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.